Right. Fear. Let's go back to fear. You see, most of these verses that are translated as fear are not actually fear in Arabic. Most of them. So fear does appear in the Quran as well. Um, like khawf. The general word is khawf. Man khafa maqama rabbihi. That there is this who fears. Um, there is also about khashi, about وَمَن يَخْشَ اللَّهِ, whosoever. Now this is like to kind of fear it as you see, I feel that, and I could be, this is my understanding, but it doesn't have to be, but people may challenge. But I would feel that there's a disappointment, sorry, there's a difference between khawf and this khashya. And I would see in khashya more of a fear of kind of like, it doesn't have to be this. I'm not saying it's exclusive to this, but I do. This is how I sense in there as well. This layer of fearing to disappoint as well in khashya. Um, Now there's these words, but the word that is often used and translated as fear in English is it is from the word ittaqillah, that ittaqullah. This, to have taqwa of Allah, does not mean fear Allah, but people translate it like that, and they say like ittaqillah, but really this does not mean to be kind of fearful of God. That would be khawf. This is more to be very vigilant of God. So to be incredibly, to have a deep rooted or a deep seated self awareness that God is watching you. So that is how taqwa would actually be understood. That's the actual term. So people often translate that as have fear of God. Ittaqillah ya akhi. Like fear God. But this God consciousness is really a person, yes, they use it in that way. Like imagine somebody was trying to rip you off and you said, yeah, you said, ya akhi, ittaqillah, bro, God, at least think of God, that God is watching you. Be God conscious. This is what you're saying, and it translates to people as fear God. I suppose it can work, but in that it's not an accurate translation. But I suppose the message would come across if you felt somebody was trying to rip you off and you said ittaqillah. Saying fear God as a translation would still carry off a similar objective. Okay.